Y'all don't care.
Where you going?
Y'all don't care about the Lord?
Go talk for a second. We want to talk about who you are in these last days.
Hey, and they ran away from the Lord, man. See that? And they ran. We finna get this started though.
Madness, man.
Couldn't even kick it off yet. Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, by Shema Mashiach, Mama like Yahweh Shah. And we out here to speak the downfall of America, man, and to wake our people up.
When we left.
So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, to let them know that they God's chosen people and they gotta wake up in these last days, right? Because, hey, as we know, and we speak about every damn week, man, hey, all hell can break loose at any second, right? And that's why we out here to wake up our people and let them know that we got a Savior who will come and deliver us out of this captivity only if we come back to the Lord in these last days. Not running off across the street, hey, running away from the words of the Lord, man, right? First off, give me the book of Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 2, right? Because all these damn nations got our people confused. Hey, who is this? Right? Hey, these nations confounded. Right?
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 2. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. Exalt the voice unto them.
Do what?
Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. Exalt the voice unto them.
Right, and we exalting the voice unto them. Who voiced the voice of the Lord, man? Right? We speak it, thus saith the Lord. Read on.
Shake the hand.
Do what?
Shake the hand.
And we out here shaking the hand, right? Who for our people, man, to let them know, hey, that they got to come back to the Lord in these last days. Read on.
That they may go into the gates of the nobles.
Right?
I have commanded my sanctified ones.
He commanded his sanctified ones, right? You can drop that. Go to Romans 13 and verse 11, right?
Said 13, 11.
Yeah. Classic.
Book of Romans, chapter 13, verse 11.
Right, because we speak about every week, man. It's time to wake up out of this damn sleep, man. Right? Waking up and not knowing who the hell you are, just accepting what the hell everybody tells you that you are. Sister, you got 2 minutes real quick? Come learn who you are in these last days. What's your nationality? Right? Our people don't give a damn, right? You gotta learn who you are, right? Learn that you're still in captivity to this day, right? Walking around thinking you damn free, right? Hey, but we not free, but we yet this day in our captivity. You can read that in the book of Baruch, right? 4 and verse 8. Right, read that.
Book of Romans, chapter 13, verse 11. And that knowing the time.
Right, that knowing the time, hey, we in the last days. That knowing the time, hey, you knowing all these times right now that's going on. Right, hold that and give me the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9 and verse 1, right? Because we running out of time, man, right? Hey, Esau said it's 100 seconds left on the clock into doomsday, right? Hey, read that.
Book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself.
Well, you got to measure down the time diligently in itself, right? What time? Hey, the end of the world, man, right? It's coming, right? Read.
And when thou hast seest part of the signs past.
Right, what signs? Hey, the signs that Yahweh Shah told us about, right? From the beginning of the world, man. Right, all those signs that got to come to pass before the world ends, right? Read on.
Which I have told thee before.
And he told us to measure down the time. So you're supposed to be watching and seeing these signs that's going to pass. Like, okay, that sign went past. Okay, that sign went past. Hey, so we know we getting closer and closer to the end, man. Right, read on.
Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Right, and then you will understand that, hey, it's the very same time when the highest is he going to start to be visit the world that which he made, man. And when he visit, it's not gonna be hugs and kisses, right? It's not gonna be a damn good time, man, right? It's gonna be destruction, right? War, right? Pestilence, right? Famine, right? Go back to Romans, right? Because all hell finna break loose on all these other nations, and you Jason, you Eves, right? Because y'all don't give a damn about the Lord, man, right? That's why he only chose a remnant of people to wake up, right? Because he already knew from the beginning of the foundation of this world, man, who he chose, right? He made those chosen spirits, right? Read that.
Book of Romans, chapter 13, verse 11. And that knowing the time,
right,
that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
Is what?
It is high time to awake out of sleep.
Now it's high time to awake out of sleep, right? It's time to get the hell up and wake up and know what the hell is going on, right? Not walking around like a damn zombie following the ways that everybody's giving to you, man, right? Now you don't know your damn nationality. You don't know what the hell's going on around the world, right? You just damn, hey, you done lost your damn mind, man, right?
No culture.
You don't know. You don't have a damn thing for yourself, right? You taking everything that people giving you, right? Looking like a damn fool, right? Read it some more on that.
That now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
What is near?
For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
Now our salvation is nearer than we believe, right? And we trying to get the hell up out of here. We're not trying to stay in this wicked ass captivity, man, right? We hate everything here, man. We hate the damn people. We hate the damn food, right? We hate everything about this place, right? Give me the book of Mark chapter 13 and verse 8, because it's time to wake up out of sleep.
This is why you should invest. Theodore Link.
And all these other nations, man, they confounded, right? All these signs that the Most High put on the world, man, and they getting confounded, right? Scientists don't know what the hell to do, right? Bring that out. Yeah, come. Shalom, brother. What's going on? You got 2 minutes real quick? Hear this real quick. Hear this real quick. You gotta hear these words of the Lord, man. You cool? You not cool. Cause what's your nationality? You said what? I said, what's your nationality? Who are you? Who are you? You said what? And what's your race though, brother? You don't know? So you gotta come hear the words of the Lord, right? And he will tell you who you are, right? Alright, brother.
I'm gonna hold you to it,
yeah,
brother.
the Most High marking your words, right?
Book of Mark, chapter 13, verse 8. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom.
Mark 13 and 6.
Salakia, verse 6. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many.
That's Mark 13 and 8. Salakia. Let's go to 2 Peter. Hold that and go to 2 Peter. Chapter 3 and verse 10. Salakia.
That's the spirit, though. We going in.
I'm going to that next. Hold that though. Right? Because he's still going into it's time to wake the hell up, right? Or all hell gonna break loose, right? That's why I said in Micah chapter 2 and verse 10, right? You gotta depart out of you gotta depart or destruction is gonna come upon you, right? This is not our rest, 3 and 10.
It's the book of 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night.
It's what?
But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night.
Right, the day of the Lord is going to come as a thief in the night. And if you sleeping and not knowing what the hell is going on, right, you're going to get caught up, man. And you're going to have to deal with it. You're going to be out there, right? You're going to get caught out there, right? Read that again.
But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night.
Right, read on.
In the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise.
Right.
And the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
And the elements going what?
Shall melt with fervent heat.
And the elements gonna melt with fervent heat, right? Because he's coming back with vengeance, with his rebuke with flames of fire, man, right? Right, and go back to what you was holding. So you gotta wake the hell up, or all hell gonna break loose on you, man, right? And that's why we out here, man, right? To wake our people up and let them know what the hell is going on, right?
Book of Mark, chapter 13, verse 6, verse 28.
6.
For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many.
Right, and that's what's happening right now, right? Everybody coming in the name of Christ. You got all people over the world saying, hey, Yahweh Shai, right? Everybody just follow me, right? But hey, that's not, he's gonna deceive many, right? Read on.
Salakia, God pastors out here rubbing spit on people's face.
Right, hey,
fat
Mike Todd, man, these not prophets, man, right? Read on.
God. And whom ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Be ye not troubled, for such things must needs be, but the end shall not be yet.
Right, so all these things are coming on the earth, right? And speaking of Mike Todd, go to Jeremiah chapter 28 and verse 8, right? Because what does the true prophet speak about, man? Right?
28.
Yeah, 28 and 8. What's going on, brother? Right? So you said what's your nationality? You don't know? Right? Go to the book of Deuteronomy. 28, verse 15. How would you say our people living in America? Would you say our people blessed? Would you say our people cursed? What would you say? Blessed? How are we blessed? Don't we get shot down in the street? Right? Don't we kill each other? Right? Don't we live in the worst cities and predicaments in the whole America?
Hey, bro, do me a favor, step aside a little bit. I don't want the police come up here tripping, talk me blocking the side a little bit.
Don't we live the worst in America?
It's like that.
Right? So, in the Bible, it tells us that we would be going through these things because we broke the law, statutes, and commandments. So, go to that, Deuteronomy 28 and 15.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So, if we don't hearken and listen to the voice of the Most High, what's going to happen?
To observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes.
So, if we don't listen and do the Most High's law, statutes, and commandments, read.
That I command thee this day, that all these curses,
No, all these good things.
all these curses,
Right? So, don't you think our people living in curses right now? Right? As a whole group of people, our people are not cursed.
I'm saying I don't know.
You don't know? Right? Read on. We gonna reveal it to you.
that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
All right, read on.
Cursed shall thou be in the city.
What?
Cursed shall thou be in the city.
Who's living the worst in the cities? On the west side and the north. Who's down there?
Who down there?
Who living on the west side, the north side, the east side, East St. Louis, the south side? Who living in the worst conditions down there?
Who is?
Ain't it our people? Right?
Yeah.
So he said, cursed shall thou be in the city, right? Because we cursed in the city. Is the white people in the city living bad or they living good in West County? In Chesterfield, in Baldwin.
They doing something, I mean.
They living better than our people, right? Read on.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
And what?
And cursed shalt thou be in the
Now
field.
look at this sign, brother. Wasn't we cursed in the field?
Yeah.
Yeah, we was cursed in the field. We had to pick cotton, tobacco, right? It's not you guess. This literally happened, right? Don't they teach us about this, right?
Yeah.
This actually happened in history, right? So we was cursed in the field, right? We had our babies out there working for them, right? While they kids in the house getting nursed by our foremothers, right? So read on. Go to verse 68. Cause how do we get over here as a people? Well, like what form of what did they teach us at school? How we got over here? Was we already over here? Did we fly over here? Did we run over here? Did we swim over here? How we get over here?
I'm understanding. I don't even know.
In school, what they teach us?
I'm understanding. I don't even know how we got over here.
Then we get over here on boats,
Yeah, that's what I'm
slave ships.
saying.
That's what we trying to show you, brother. Now, do you know that's in the Bible?
Yeah.
Do you know that the Israelites went into slavery on slave ships?
Okay.
Right? Read that.
It's Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
And the Lord gonna bring you into Egypt again. The Israelites, they were slaves in Egypt, right? Because this book was written thousands of years ago. So the Israelites, they were slaves in Egypt. And he's saying, if y'all break these laws, statutes, and commandments, the Lord gonna send y'all back into slavery again. Because that word Egypt is just synonymous with slavery, because the Israelites was slaves in Egypt, right? So this after they came out, he's saying, y'all gonna go back into slavery again. Now how we get over here? What we say? By boats. Now read that again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With what?
With ships.
With ships. So, hey, Moses told the Israelites, y'all gonna go back into slavery on ships in the future if y'all don't keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. Now, how did we get over here? On boats and ships, right? So, if he's speaking to the Israelites, who must that make us?
Tell me, like, I don't understand.
Listen, read that again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So Moses speaking to the Israelites, right? And he told them that they're going to slavery on ships. And when we asked you, you said you don't know who you are, right? Now don't we link up with this? That it said we're gonna go into slavery on ships? Didn't that happen to us?
Yeah, it did.
Right? But who was he speaking? Who was Moses speaking to? Read Deuteronomy 29:1.
It's Book of Deuteronomy chapter 29 verse 1. These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
No, the black man.
The children of Israel.
No, the African American.
The children of Israel.
No, just a nigga in St. Louis on a Saturday night.
The children of Israel.
Right, so he's speaking to the children of Israel, right? So if that happened to us, that we went into slavery on ships, who must that make us? If the Israelites went into slavery on ships and we also went to slavery on ships, who must that make us?
Who would make it? Let me know.
Read it again.
And
I'm going to read it until the brother get it, right?
These are the words of the covenant.
28 and 68.
28:68. Lucky.
Because this is something that was happening. This was written thousands of years ago, right? You following? Right? This was written thousands of years ago. Moses telling them that this is going to happen in the future, right? This is something that was going to happen in the future if they break the law, statutes, and commandments, right? Read it again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With ships, right? Read on.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. Talking about the homeland.
Right, read.
And there ye shall be sold.
Ye shall be what?
Ye shall be sold.
Wasn't we sold? What's your last name?
Change.
Huh?
Change.
Now you know that's a white man last name? Right? So they gave us that. That's not our last name. That's not our forefathers, right? They gave us that last name through what? Through slavery, right? So Moses is saying this 1,000 years ago to the children of Israel that they were going to go into slavery on ships and they was going to be sold to their enemies, right? Who was we sold to? Who is these people on here? Who is this?
White people.
The white people. Wasn't we sold to them? Don't you got the white man last? Don't you got the white man last name?
Okay, we sold some. Yeah.
Right. So we got the white man last name. We were sold to our enemies, right? So and this is Moses speaking to the Israelites. This is gonna happen in the future. So if we went through all these things, we went into slavery on ships, right? We cursed in the city, we cursed in the field, right? And he's speaking to the Israelites, and we went through the same things. Who must that make us? Moses speaking to the Israelites. He's not speaking to the black man. Who must that make us?
I don't understand. I don't know.
That makes us the Israelites, brother.
Yeah,
Right?
that was kind of.
Yeah, you can say what's on your mind, brother. We ain't gonna judge you. I heard say that you're wrong, right? So we the Israelites, right? Because Moses speaking to the Israelites that this is gonna happen in the future. Why? Because we broke the law, statutes, and commandments, right? Now, what's our heritage? You think? What is our heritage today?
I'm saying I don't understand. I don't know.
Check this out.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage.
So the Lord told us that we was gonna discontinue from our heritage. Now we just follow the ways of this world, right? Now we all know where the hell we from. Now we just think we a black man in St. Louis, not knowing who the hell we are, right? But read on.
And thou, even thyself, should discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
Right?
And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
Should do what?
I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
Who's our enemies?
The white people.
The white people, right? Read on.
In the land which thou knowest not.
Now he said you're gonna serve our enemies in what?
In the land which thou knowest not.
Did we know this land before we came over here?
No.
We didn't know this land. So the Lord said we're gonna serve our enemies in a land we didn't even know. Now go to Deuteronomy 28 and 48. Right? Because who is Moses speaking to in Deuteronomy 28? He's speaking to the Israelites, right?
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore, thou shalt serve thine enemies.
Who is our enemies? The white people, right? Read on.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
Right, the Lord sent these white people against us. Why? Because we didn't keep his law, statutes, and commandments. Right? Read on.
In hunger.
And what?
In hunger.
Right. Whenever you want something to eat, who we gotta get it from? Right? Who own everything? Don't the white people own everything?
They don't.
They own everything. Right? Read on.
And in thirst.
And in thirst. Right? Whenever we want something to drink, we gotta buy our water from them. Right? They cut our water off. Right? They stop supplying water. We ain't gonna have no water to drink. Right? Read on.
And in nakedness.
And in nakedness. Whenever you want some clothes, whatever you want, you gotta go to them to get some clothes. Right? Read on.
And in want of all things.
And in anything you want, we gotta go to these enemies. Right? Who is our enemies?
White people.
Right? Don't we gotta go to them for everything? Right? So this is another curse that's put on our people, that we have to go to them for want of all things. Right? Read on.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck, until he had destroyed thee.
How long?
Until he have destroyed thee.
Like now we destroyed. Now we don't know who the hell we are. Now we living in the worst predicaments in the damn United States and all across the world, man. Right? So Moses was speaking to the Israelites, which who are we? We just went over it. The Israelites, brother, right? And what do we need to be doing in these last days? Because what put us in this predicament right now? What made us at the bottom of society? What put us into slavery? Because the Lord said he sent these enemies against us. Go back to 28 and 15.
Back up to verse 15. Right. But it shall come to pass.
That's the reason why we going through this. We literally showing you why. We showing you why we went into slavery. We showing you why these things happening to us. Right? Read that.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Read it again.
No, it's this way.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So if you don't listen, right? Read.
To observe to do all his commandments.
To do what?
To do all his commandments.
So if we didn't listen to do all his commandments, read.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon you and overtake you.
So we didn't listen to the law, statutes, and commandments, which put us under these curses, right? He's literally chastising us. He's literally punishing us right now because we didn't listen to what he said to do, right? Just like how your parents, you didn't do what they told you to do, and you get a whooping, right? You get in trouble, right? That's what happened. That's what's happening right now. So the Most High is punishing us right now because we didn't listen to what he told us to do. Now, what do you think we need to be doing to get on the Most High good side?
I don't know, trying to do something though.
Right? Because what we just read, what happened? Why did we go through these things?
Slavery.
Yeah, why did we go through it?
Slavery and white people.
No, read it again.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes.
So the Lord saying if y'all didn't listen and do all his commandments and statutes, that we are going to slavery. That's why we went into slavery, because we didn't listen to the Most High. Right? So what do you think we need to be doing now? Listen and to do what? Read.
To observe to do all his commandments.
To do all his what?
All his commandments.
We got to do all his commandments now, brother. Now we got to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments in these last days, right? Go to the book of Deuteronomy 10 and 12. Right?
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 12. And now Israel.
And now who?
And now Israel.
Who was the Israelites? You said who? Us, right? Hey, we the Israelites, man. Read on.
What doeth the Lord thy God require of thee?
What?
What doeth the Lord thy God require of thee?
Hey, now the Lord, he requires something of you, right? Read on.
But to fear the Lord thy God.
You gotta fear him, right?
To walk in all his ways.
Right?
And to love him. And to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul. To keep the commandments.
To do what?
To keep the commandments.
What we gotta be doing, brother? We gotta keep the commandments, right? Read on.
Of the Lord and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
So we gotta be keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, right? For thy good, right? Now go to the book of Deuteronomy 7:6, right? Because when you say we the best people in the world, are they better than us? These people behind you, look behind you. Are they better than us, brother? Right? Was the white man stronger than us? He put us into slavery. Right? Check this out. So do you think the white man stronger than you? Do you think the white man better? Do you think the white man better than you, brother? He's not better than you, brother. You're a king on this earth, right? Read this.
It's book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6.
You can't never forget this, brother. Read this.
For thou art a holy people.
So hey, brother, you are a holy person, right? We are holy people, right? Holy just means separate. We're not like these other people, right? Read on.
Unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
No, everybody else.
The Lord thy God has chosen thee.
He chose us. He didn't choose everybody else, right? Read on.
To be a special people unto himself.
To be a special people, right? He chose us to be a special people, right? Read on.
Above all people.
No, below.
Above all
No,
people.
we just equal to him.
above all people.
And we above all people, right? And the Lord said that, right? He didn't make us like the same as everybody else. That's why we the best at everything, right? We look the best, we cook the best, we dance the best, and we run the fastest, we the strongest, right? We the best at all the sports, right? And he made us the best out of all the people, right? Read on.
That are upon the face of the earth.
That are what?
That are upon the face of the earth.
Hey, that are upon the face of the earth. Hey, we the best people in the world, right? But we going through all these things. Why? Because what we didn't do? Follow what?
Listen or follow the commandments.
We didn't do what?
Follow the commandments.
We didn't follow the commandments. So what we need to be doing now?
Listening, yes, following.
What you just said?
Everything like commandments.
Following the commandments. So do you know any commandments?
Thou shalt not steal or something like that.
Thou shalt not steal. What else? You know any more?
That's the only one I wanted to say right now.
Do you know any more? All right, we gonna show you, brother. Check this out. Go to Leviticus 11 and 7.
No, I think it's weird, man. I gotta go.
Brother, you gotta. These are the things that you gotta be doing, right?
Yeah.
'Cause what we need to be doing, keeping what?
Commandments.
Right? So if you don't know any commandments, how you know you're on the Most High good side? How you gonna know the commandments?
I'll listen when I come back through, man. I'll walk back through this way.
What you got to do, brother, that's better than hearing the words of the Lord?
I just got something to do, man.
What's better than hearing the words of the Lord? Knowing that you're
I'm saying I heard about like
knowing that you're the greatest. Did you ever heard that you was the greatest person in the
I
world?
read the Bible every day, man.
You read the Bible every day?
I've been reading it for about 8 days.
8 days?
Yeah.
What has been revealed to you when you read the Bible? Did you know that you was God's chosen people?
I read the Holy Bible, New Living Translation.
Did you know that you was God's chosen people? Did you know that the Bible was about you? Did you know that your history was in the Bible? Right? You didn't know that, right? Hey, the Most High brought you here to hear the words of the Lord and to learn that you actually the people in the book that you reading about, right? You literally reading about yourself. You literally looking in the mirror when you open up the Bible, right? So we got to be keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. And it'll be in your best interest if you actually learn the commandments. Because that's what put us in this predicament, right? Now we living in the worst conditions because why? We don't want to listen. We don't want to do what the Most High told us to do, right? Just like if you don't do what your parents told you to do, hey, you're going to be on that punishment for a long time until you get your act right? Now we getting our act right in these last days, right? We trying to teach you some commandments, right? To get on the Most High good side. Because, hey, this whole world finna come to an end, right? And he's only saving those that come back. He only saving his people that come back to him in his last days, right? So if you want to hear a couple commandments,
I'll listen when I come back, man.
all right, brother. The Most High marking your words, man.
All right.
We finna get back to the lesson, right?
All right.
Go to the book of what was we at, Jeremiah? Lord willing, the brother wake up, man. Right? And keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. Right? Go to the book of Jeremiah. We was on Mike Tide, right? Spitting on the man's face, right? That's not a damn prophet, right? That's not a man of the Lord, right? Read that, Deuteronomy 28. He should be warning the people about what the hell is going on in the world, right? Brother, come check this out real quick.
I ain't got the time.
You ain't got, all right.
Never had time for it. Book of Jeremiah, chapter 28, verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries.
Against what?
Against many countries.
Right.
And against great kingdoms.
And against what?
And against great kingdoms.
Right.
Of war.
Of what?
Of war.
Right.
And of evil.
And of what?
And of evil.
And of evil, right? Read on.
And of pestilence.
And of pestilence, right?
The prophet which prophesied of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known.
Right? So those is prophesying of peace, right? Saying everything gonna be good, right? Don't worry, just pray about the damn COVID, right? Just pray about all these things, you're gonna go back to normal, right? Hey, that's not the true prophets of the Lord, right? Damn prophets that's spitting and swiping it on people's face. Hey, that's not the prophets of the Lord, man. Prophets of the Lord is speaking about great kingdoms, right? About war, right? Again, about pestilence, right? About evils, right?
Right.
Evils in the world, because this whole world is wicked and evil as hell, right? So we're gonna go to Matthew 24, right? Because we got to move in the spirit of the prophets of old, right? Our forefathers. And speak the downfall of America, right? World War III is coming on the earth.
Book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 5.
Right? Famine is coming, right? War is coming, right? All hell finna break loose. Hey, y'all not gonna be able to walk on the loop no more, right? This finna be stubble, right? Read.
For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many.
So like you start at 6.
And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
You shall hear of what?
Ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
Right. If you not woke, wars and rumors of war is literally, hey, it's here, right? Russia can invade Ukraine at any second. They sending damn tanks to the borders of Ukraine right now, man, right? Trying to aid Ukraine from the invasion of Russia, right? Hey, this shit, it's gonna kick off, man, right? And y'all asleep, right? Eve don't want to hear the words of the Lord. Jake don't want to hear the words of the Lord, right? He don't give a damn that God shows the people, right? But hey, all these things gonna happen, whether you listen or whether you forbear, right? Read.
See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass.
And the men of the Lord, they're not gonna be troubled, right? Because they already watching, they already knowing that these things gonna come to pass, right? Read on.
But the end is not yet.
But the what?
But the end is not yet.
Right, but the end is not yet, right? But all of these are the beginning of troubles, man. Hey, the beginning of sorrow. Give me the book of Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 7, right? Because it's finna get bad for Eve and Jake, man. Right? It's finna get real bad for y'all. Right? Because Jacob trouble is a thing, right? That's why the most I got the prophets out here right now to warn y'all, let y'all know what the hell is going on. Let y'all come back to him to get delivered out of this thing. Right? Read that.
Book of Jeremiah chapter 30 verse 7. Alas, for the day is great.
For the what?
For the day is
right.
great.
And that day gonna be great, man. Right? Read on.
So that none is like it.
For the what?
So that none is like
right.
it.
And if you go back to the book of Matthew chapter 24, it's gonna be a time like no man has ever seen, man. Hey, that none is like it. Right? Read on.
It is even the time of Jacob's trouble.
It is what?
It is even the time of Jacob's trouble.
Hey, it is even the time of Jacob's trouble. Right? Hey, if you don't come back to the Lord, man, hey, you're not gonna make it out of that thing. But hey, the man of the Lord willing, they get saved out of that, right? Read on. This is one part of that.
But he shall be saved out of it.
But who?
But he shall be saved out of it.
And they're talking about the man of the Lord. The man that was sincere in this thing. The man that was diligent. The man that endured, right? The man that actually wanted to be in this thing. Wanted to serve the Lord, right? But hey, Jake and Eve are going to have a trouble, right? It's called Jacob trouble for a reason, right? You have to endure through the famine, right? It's going to be no food. It's going to be a time like no man has ever seen, right? The Lord didn't write that for no reason, right? Great famine is coming, right? War, right? And they might draft you off to the damn war. What the hell you gonna do? Because you ain't had the Lord on your side, right? Give me the book. Go back to Matthew chapter 24 and go to 9, right? I'm also doing that time. Hey, some of the men of the Lord are gonna have to get delivered up, right? A lot of people gonna get delivered up in these FEMA camps, not wanting to get the damn jab, right? Wanting to get some food, so they go to the FEMA camps for aid, right? Read that.
Book of Matthew chapter 24 verse 9. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations.
You shall be what?
And ye shall be hated of all and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake.
Nah, you should be loved like Christians.
Ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake.
Right, and they gonna deliver us up. Cause hey, we speaking the downfall of America, right? And they gonna hate us for that, man. Right? Your own people gonna come against you. And your own people gonna deliver you up. Just like Judas delivered up Yahweh Shai, right? To be afflicted, to be killed, right? Hey, that same thing gonna be happening. It's all coming back, man. Right? Give me the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 4 and verse 16, right? Hey, but the men of the Lord, hey, they already know that they're gonna have to be delivered up. Hey, some of them, we already know that we're gonna have to get put to death, man. Right? But we got hope and believe that we're gonna get rose back up, man. Right? Bring that up. 1 Thessalonians 4 and 16. You can read the 17. Because all hell is coming on the earth, man. Right? You're not gonna be able to enjoy the loot, right? And brother, you gotta depart and separate from your enemy, man. Damn. always with the ugly Edomites. Well, all of them ugly and hideous, but damn,
Words,
Jay.
man. You said 4 and
4 and 17, 16. Down to 17. I'm finna get on these Edomites. Because the Lord's not pleased, man. Right? With this wicked world.
First Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 16.
Right?
For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven
Right.
with a shout, with the voice of the archangel,
Right? Read on.
and with the trump of God, and the dead in Christ shall rise first.
In the what?
And the dead in Christ shall rise
Right,
first.
so hey, the men of the Lord, hey, they gonna believe that. They gonna when they getting delivered up, right, going in those guillotines, and they gonna remember this and be like, okay, the dead in Yahushua gonna rise first, and we gonna come back alive, just like how Yahushua was rose back up in 3 days by the Most High. Hey, we gonna get rose back up, right? Because it's written, man. Hey, we believe in the words of the Lord, right? We don't.
Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds.
Right, and it's gonna be some that's still alive. They make it through Jacob's trouble. They make it through the famine. They make it through World War III. They make it through all that, man. And they gonna get beamed up too, right? And we gonna dwell. Let's read that latter end again, bottom part. We shall be caught up.
Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds.
Right, and we're gonna be caught up together in the clouds, right? And what's the clouds? That's the chariots, man. Right, the so-called UFOs, man. Right, that we see. Hey, the brothers been seeing UFOs all around, man. Right, and got the damn Edomites confounded. Right, read.
To meet the Lord in the air.
To do what?
To meet the Lord in the air.
Right, we're gonna meet the Lord in the air in the damn UFOs, so-called UFOs, the chariots. Right, read on.
And so shall we ever be with the Lord.
Right, hey, that's when we gonna have vengeance, man. Right, we're gonna get vengeance for all those things they did to us. Right, give me the book of Romans chapter 12 and verse 19. Right,
Let me get that last verse
Yeah, go
on that
ahead.
too. Wherefore comfort one another with these words.
right, and we comforting each other with these words. Right, you got to comfort yourself in those days, man. Hey, hearken unto the words of the Lord. That's why he said meditate on the word day and night, man. Right,
Second day.
huh?
Which one?
Actually, go to that. Meditate. Psalms 1 and 2. Actually, get Joshua 1 and 8. Right? So we gotta meditate on these things, right? When you getting delivered up, you getting tried, right? You in the FEMA camp, you in the guillotine, right? You gotta believe that, hey, I'm gonna get rose back up, man, if I die in the Lord. I die in Christ, right?
Book of Joshua chapter 1 verse 8.
Right?
This is the book of the law. Shall not depart out of thy mouth.
Read it from the top again.
This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth.
Right, this book of the law shall not depart out of your mouth. We should always be speaking about these things, so it can always be on your mind, right? Read on.
But thou shalt meditate therein day and
You
night.
should do what?
But thou shalt meditate therein day and
Hey,
night.
you should meditate on these words day and night, right? So you can be thinking on these things, right? When you ain't got the Bible with you, right? It's going through Jacob's trouble. You're going through afflictions, right? You got these things on your mind, so you be good. You got the words of the Lord in your head, right? So you'll be comforted in those days, right? You can drop that. Give me the book of Romans 12 and 19, right? Because the Lord won't vengeance for His people, man, right?
Book of Romans chapter 12 verse 19. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves.
Right? Baby, we not avenging ourselves right now. We know this happened to our people. We know all these things going on, right? We're not going to avenge ourselves. We're not out here knocking Edomites out, right? We're not out here having shootouts with Edomites, right? Read on.
But rather give place unto wrath.
Right?
For it is written, vengeance is mine.
Hey, vengeance is the Lord, right? Read on.
I will repay, saith the Lord.
He will do what?
I will repay, saith the
Right,
Lord.
go to Proverbs 20 and 22, right? Because the Lord is not pleased with these nations, man. Right? And all the things that they did to His people, man. Right?
Wait for us.
And y'all kingdom over. America's coming down. You hear that? America is coming down. You're going into captivity.
Con. Book of Proverbs, chapter 20, verse 22. Say not thou, I will recompense evil.
Say it again.
Say not thou, I will recompense evil.
Right. So we're not gonna do it, man. Right. We're not gonna recompense no evil, man. Right. We know the times is coming, but we're not gonna do it now. Right. Read on.
But wait on the Lord.
But do what?
But wait on the
Hey,
Lord.
we're gonna wait on the Lord, right? Because He wants the vengeance. Brother, I got 2 minutes real quick.
No, thank you.
I want to learn who y'all are. What's your nationality? Right? That got to come out of a feminine spirit, right?
That's
Be
right.
a man and keep the law, statutes, and commandments and repent as Israelites.
Huh.
Right? Read that again.
Say not thou, I will recompense evil. But wait on the Lord.
But do what?
But wait on the Lord.
Hey, we going to wait on the Lord, man. We going to wait on Yahweh by Yahweh Shai, man. Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, right? Read.
And He shall save thee.
Right? And He going to save us, right? Give me the book of, what's that, Ezekiel 25. Let's, go to Jeremiah 16 and 16. Right? We're going to wait on the Lord to recompense evil, man. Right? It's like you're not recompense evil. We're going to do the revenge, man. Right? Read that.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 16, verse 16. Behold, I will send for many fishers.
He would do what?
Behold, I will send for many fishers.
Right. We out here fishing, man. Right? He said we will send for many fishers. That Yahweh Shai told the disciples, hey, I'm going to make you fishermen of men. Right? Read on.
Saith the Lord, and they shall fish them. And after...
You can hold right there. Hey, he said he's going to make you fishermen of men, right? Read that from the top again, Salaki.
Behold, I will send for many fishers.
Right? And he's sending for many fishers, right? Those the men that go out on the highways and byways, right? Going out there to fish, man. Hey, when you go fishing, hey, you going to throw out more lines than you get fish, man. Hey, so we putting bait. We putting the damn bait on the line, right? Throwing out a little bit of Deuteronomy 28, right? Throwing out a little bit of Deuteronomy 7 and 6, right? Telling our people who the hell they are. But when you go fishing, you might not always get a fish, right? You might get 1 or 2. Hey, you might get none. You might have to come back out the next week, right? And that's what we doing right now. We out here fishing, man. We out here to get our people, right? To wake them up, right? He's sending for many fishers right now. Hey, right now we fishing, right? But what? Read on.
Saith the Lord, and they shall fish them.
Right?
And after will I send for many hunters.
He gonna send for what?
Many hunters.
He gonna send for many hunters. Hey, then it's gonna be time for vengeance, right? Then we gonna be girding up our loins, man. They trying to get vengeance on these wicked nations, right? Read on.
And they shall hunt them from every mountain.
And they shall what?
And they shall hunt them from every mountain.
Right, we gonna hunt them from every mountain, right? When we gonna wait on the Lord for that though, right? When the Lord come back, hey, we gonna be hunting them from every mountain, right?
God.
Hiding, in they damn bunkers and all that, man. Hey, it's gonna be time to hunt, right? Right, read on.
And from every hill.
And from every hill, man. Now give me the book of Ezekiel chapter 25 and verse 14. Right? Because Babylon coming to an end, man. Right? These other nations want America to continue to be how it was. Right? Hey, all that's coming to come to an end. Read this.
Book of Ezekiel chapter 25 verse 14.
Hold on. Sisters. Y'all don't care about us. Y'all don't care about y'all men no more. Yes, we do. We trying to talk to you, right?
Man.
They don't give a damn, right? They gonna know in them last days that we had something to say, right? Read on.
Book of Ezekiel chapter 25 verse 14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom.
You gonna lay his vengeance upon who?
Upon Edom.
Upon who?
Upon Edom.
Hey, upon Edom, right? Hey, y'all kingdom coming down, right? Y'all can dwell on the land that y'all forefathers stole, right? That y'all spilled blood on, y'all stole from the Native Americans. But hey, he gonna have vengeance upon Edom, right? Read on.
By the hand of my people Israel.
By who?
By the hand of my people Israel.
No, the Lord's just gonna do it by himself.
By the hand of my people Israel.
Right, by the hand of his people Israel, right? Hey, we gonna be out here getting vengeance on these other nations, right? Read on.
And they shall do in Edom according to mine anger.
And they shall do what?
And they shall do in Edom according to mine anger.
Hold that. Give me the book of Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 20. Right? So, hey, we gonna have to get down on Edomites, man. Right? But we gonna have to wait on the Lord to do it, right? Only the man that's diligent, and only the elect gonna be able to do that, man. That's why we want to be the elect, right?
Book of Jeremiah chapter 51 verse 20.
Right?
Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war.
What are we?
Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war.
Hey, we the battle axe and weapons of war, right? Read on.
For with thee will I break in pieces the nations.
No, we just gonna hug and kiss him and talk to him softly.
For with thee will I break in pieces the nations.
Hey, with us, he gonna break in pieces the nations, man. Right? Read on.
And with thee will I destroy kingdoms.
And with what?
And with thee will I destroy
And
kingdoms.
we gonna destroy kingdoms, right? And we turning this world upside down with the words of the Lord now, right? This kingdom steady coming down and our people steady rising up, right? Read on.
And with thee will I break in pieces the horse and the rider.
All right, you can drop that. Go back to the what I had you hold. Read that again.
Book of Ezekiel, chapter 25, verse
Start at 14 again.
14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom.
Right. So hey, it's vengeance upon Edom. Right. Read on.
By the hand of my people Israel.
Right. By the hand of his people Israel, who is his battles of his weapons of war, man. Right. Read on.
And they shall do in Edom according to mine anger.
Right. And the Most High is pissed off because what the hell they did to his people. Right. Hey, this not a nice thing, man. Hey, the Lord, they think they got away with this, right? Don't they got up laws? You can't murder, you can't hang people, right? But hey, they got away with. They think they got away with this shit, man, right? Hey, but the Lord, hey, He's angry about this, so we gonna have vengeance on him, right? He gonna let us do it, right? Read on.
And they shall do in Edom according to mine anger,
right?
And according to my fury. And they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord
and they
God.
They know the vengeance of the Lord in those days. Give me the book of Psalms chapter 137 and verse 7. Read down to verse 9. Right? How you doing, sister? You got 2 minutes real quick? 2 minutes to come learn who you are in these last days. Well, what's your nationality? African American. Now, who told us that we African Americans? Huh? Who told us that? Because when we got out the slave ships, did we call ourselves African American?
No,
we were just African. Why nationality always changed? We wasn't even African when we got out the slave ships. Why they ain't call us African? They called us Negroes, didn't they? Then they called us what? Afro American. Then African American. Now we just black. Right? Who are we? Are we everything that they tell us that we are? Or are we actually a people, right? Who were we before we got out those slave ships? We don't know. Now what's our heritage? We don't know, right? Check this out.
Come on, right?
Because the Bible, do you believe in the Bible? Right? Now, do you know God got a chosen people? Who is his chosen people? Not black people. Who? Or is anybody in the world black?
Not really.
Right? That's just a color. How can anybody, did you see anybody calling themselves a red man? Yellow man? Right? So why do we call ourselves black? It's just a damn color out of a crayon box. Right? Read this.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thy inheritance.
So the Lord said that we was going to discontinue from our heritage. Don't every other nation got a heritage? Chinese man, he got the year of the dragon. Everybody got their own heritage, but what is ours? We don't know. But the Lord said that we was going to discontinue from our heritage, right? Read on.
That I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
To serve who?
To serve thine enemies.
Who was our enemies today? Y'all know? We're going to get into that, right? Read on.
In the land which thou knowest not.
Now, did we know this land before we came over here? Now he's saying we serving our enemies in the land we didn't know. Now we discontinue from our heritage. Now I ask you, how we get over here as a people?
Slaves.
No, but it's like, what form of transportation? A boat, right? Go to that Deuteronomy 28, 15.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28.
Do you know who God's chosen people is in the Bible, though? Go to 1 Chronicles 16 and 13. Because they don't teach us this in the church, right? They're not teaching you who you actually are, right? They just telling you you're a child of God, right? But nobody's telling you what your nationality is. Every other nation has a nationality. What is our land? Where is the land of black in? Everybody has a land. Don't the Chinese man go back to China? Don't the Russian man go back to Russia?
You hope that you get your
Don't the Arabian man go back to Arabia? Right? Where's our land then?
It's Africa.
It's not Africa though.
What is it?
You gonna show you. Check this out.
Book of 1 Chronicles chapter 16 verse 18.
Now this is God's chosen people. Check this out.
Saying, unto thee will I
1
give.
Chronicles 16 to 13.
It's like it. Verse 13. O ye seed of Israel, his servant, ye children of Jacob, his chosen one.
Right, so the Israelites in the Bible, those are God's chosen people, right? So go to Deuteronomy 20 and 15. Now, do you know who Moses is? What did Moses do? Why did he do this? Who was his people?
Yeah, other people did. I don't know. They didn't know that well.
The Israelites, right? Now go to this real quick. Go to Deuteronomy 20 and 15.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
I'm gonna speed you up to what's going on right here. So after he led them through the Red Sea, they went into the wilderness, right? They got the 10 Commandments, right? So this is after they got the 10 Commandments. This is what Moses told the children of Israel, the Israelites, right? Read that.
But but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken.
Hearken just means listen. So he said it's gonna come that fast if y'all don't listen. All right, read on.
Unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments.
To do what?
To do all his commandments.
Right, read.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses.
All these what?
All these curses.
This curse is a good thing or a bad thing? It's a bad thing. So what is Moses saying? He's telling the Israelites, if y'all don't listen and do these law, statutes, and commandments that I just told y'all, that y'all agreed on, hey, y'all gonna go through these curses, right? So read on.
That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Now we got to go through the curses to see who the Israelites is today. Because don't the people in Israel right now with the Jewish people with the things on their head, don't they say they God chosen people? Right? But they got to go through what the Bible's saying and link up. They got to link up with the Bible, right? Go to 46.
Verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder.
So Moses told them these curses going to be upon y'all for a sign and for a wonder, right? What is a sign?
A red flag.
It's like a sign, like if you're driving, that's an indicator marker. Like if you see a big yellow M, you know that's what? You driving and see a big yellow M like this, what is that? That's McDonald's. So if you see these curses on one group of people, you know that's what? The Israelites. That's what Moses is saying. Now go to 68.
I'm gonna finish that verse. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
And these curses gonna be upon these one group of people forever, right? They're gonna be still going through these curses until so-called Jesus Christ come back, right? Now go to 68. Now I asked you how people get over the boat, right? Check this out.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Now this Moses, this still the curses he's saying. So he's saying the Lord gonna send you into Egypt again. Now what was the Israelites doing in Egypt?
Being slaves.
They was doing what?
Being slaves.
Right? So go to Exodus 20 and 2. They were slaves, bro.
Book of Exodus chapter 20 verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Right? So when they hearing that word Egypt, they just thinking about what? Now they thinking about slavery, right? Because they just left Egypt. In the Bible, they never went back into Egypt at all, right? So go back to that.
Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Because these are all things that was going to happen in the future if they don't listen to the law, statutes, and commandments. This Moses basically warning them, like, if y'all don't do, like basically if your parents say, if you don't take that chicken out before I get home, you getting your ass whooped. This basically the Lord saying that, like, if y'all don't do these commandments, all these things going to happen in the future, right? Read that.
Shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Into what? What is he saying? Bring him into what again? Not literal Egypt, though. What is he saying?
Slavery?
Slavery again, right? Because when they hearing that word, it's like just like if you go on what?
So you're saying Egypt doesn't even mean Egypt to them anymore?
Nah, because like say if you all on Riverview Circle and somebody gets shot, you hear Riverview Circle, all you gonna think about is, hey, it's gonna be a shootout down there. So when they hearing in Egypt, they like, oh, that's just going into another slavery, right? Read that again.
Alright, so I'm gonna go back to Exodus 20 and 2 because they explain that. So I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Out of the what?
Out of the house of bondage.
Right. So Egypt is just synonymous with bondage, right? That's all that word means. What's the word? But it means like basically like a rock in a hard place. So it just means slavery, right? So when they hearing that word, all they thinking about is slavery. Like, go back. Mizraim, right?
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So the Lord, this is Moses telling the Israelites, the Lord gonna send y'all into Egypt again, or slavery again, because that's what that word means, right?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
Right? Now how we get over here? Right? Read on.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
We haven't seen our homeland again. We're gonna get into that. And what happened after we got out the slave ship? Yeah, but what happened? Like, then wasn't we sold? Right? What's our last name? Ain't our last name the white people last name? Right, what's your last name? Right, white person. Right, read on.
Thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold.
You shall be what?
Ye shall be sold.
Right, so we got out they got out the slave ships and they were sold. Right, read on.
Unto your enemies.
No, to your friend.
Unto your enemies.
Right? Was we sold to our enemies? Right? Would your friend do this? Right? Who was we sold to? Who was our enemy? The what? You can't be scared, sister. Hey, we out here bold now. We not scared.
Bold to say.
We not scared of the white.
We tried to get them sisters to talk to us, and they wouldn't admit it.
Who was our enemy? The white man, right? Now, but who was Moses speaking to her? Was he speaking to African American?
Yeah.
Who was Moses speaking to?
When he said, y'all gotta listen.
Yeah, go to Deuteronomy 29:1.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 29, verse 1.
Because didn't this happen to us?
These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
No, the black man.
The children of
No,
Israel.
the African American.
The children of Israel.
No, just a sister on a Saturday night in the loop.
The children of Israel.
He was speaking to the children of Israel, right? So if we went into slavery on ships, we sold to our enemy, who must that make us?
Doesn't that make us say?
No. Moses. Yeah, that'll make us the Israelites, right? But this was Moses warning the children of Israel thousands of years ago that if y'all don't listen and do these laws, statutes, and commandments, y'all gonna go into slavery on ships and be sold to your enemy, right? Go to Deuteronomy 28:16.
You saying we was being bad? That's all we was over?
We didn't listen to the laws, statutes, and commandments, right? Check this out.
Start at 15.
16. You can start at 15. If this the reason why, because don't they teach us in school we went into slavery? They never teach us why.
They do teach us
Why did we go into slavery?
That's what I heard.
Read it.
Book of Deuteronomy,
So you
chapter
saying
28, verse 15.
So you saying the white man was better than us and they were stronger than us and they were living around millions of us up and take us all the way to a land that we didn't know?
Yeah, because
Read that.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
That's what our people didn't do. We didn't keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Right? Read on.
You saying we lost? That's all you remember?
We didn't do what Moses said. Right? Just like if you don't do what your parents said, they're gonna punish you. Right? Yeah. Right. Read that.
Verse 16, cursed shalt thou be in the city.
Right? Now, ain't our people cursing it? Do we live good or bad in the cities? Every city in America, ain't our people living in a bad condition? We always in the ghettos, the slums, the sticks, right? The projects, right? It's always us. Why ain't the other nations? Right? Read on. He said, cursed shalt thou be in the city, right?
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
And the curse shall be in what?
In the field.
Well, wasn't we cursed in the field? Right? We had to pick cotton, tobacco, right, for the white man, right?
Sugar.
But all this going on, why? Because we didn't do what the Most High said. So now he's punishing us. He literally putting us through punishment. And now we waking up.
And sister, come talk with us.
But now we waking up to knowing who we are, right? Because then we went through all these things, right, which will make us the Israelites. So we got to keep the law, statutes, and commandments now. Go to the book of Deuteronomy 28:48.
Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
Who was our enemies? Who?
Don't be pointing.
Who is it? The white man, right? Read on.
Therefore,
Now we serving our enemies, right? Read on.
Shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against
Who
thee.
sent them against us?
which the Lord shall send against
No,
thee.
imperialism.
Which the Lord shall send against
Right.
thee.
Hey, the Lord sent these enemies against us because we didn't do what he said. Right. Now he punishing us. Right. Read on.
In hunger.
And what?
In hunger.
Right. When you want something to eat, who you got to go to get it? Who own everything?
I don't know.
All the grocery stores.
Who own all the grocery stores? Do our
farms.
people own it?
I mean, we own some of it now.
Right. But who? Do we got our own farms?
Yes.
Do we got to pay taxes? Who's owning everything?
I don't know.
So,
All I
read
know
on.
is black people that own stuff.
Right? They still got to pay taxes. They still all their money still got to go back to the man that set up the system. Right?
You
Read
never
on.
die.
Read on.
In hunger and in thirst and in nakedness.
It said in hunger and thirst. Right? When you want something to drink, don't you gotta pay your water bill? Right? They cut. If you don't pay your water bill, you ain't got no water. If they don't put water in a bottle, you won't have nothing to drink.
And
Anything
if you try to collect water, they gonna find you.
right? Can't have no wells no more, right? Read on.
In thirst and in nakedness.
And in nakedness, right? Do we own any textile, clothing?
Yes. Yes.
But do we make the thread? Do we make the threading?
Of course we make the grade. I don't know what you're talking about.
We don't own that, sister. Right?
Yes, we do.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do. You definitely
Right?
own
Read
that.
on.
And in want of all things.
And in what?
And in want of all things.
And anything you want, you got to go to these enemies, right? You want an education, don't you? You got to go
That
to
is
these.
not true. It's not
If you want an education, you got to learn what they teach you. If you want to lead a country, you got to get a passport. How you gonna lead this country?
You can get a passport, but that's not bad. That's not bad.
If you want to lead this country, don't you got to go to them and get it? You can't just leave. How you gonna leave?
Get your passport.
But why you got to go to them to lead a country? Why you can't just leave?
Because you're an American now.
No, because you're a slave now. We still in captivity, literally to this day.
No, we are not.
Yes, we are.
No, we're not.
Get Baruch for that.
Even if you want to move out of the country, you know you got to pay thousands of dollars just to be able to move.
Get Baruch for that.
You like it's hard to
There
even
ain't no
get
way we are
dual
enslaved.
Get
citizenship.
Baruch for that.
We're not enslaved. That's not true.
Right? You may think because you're able to go freely, go on vacations, do all these things that you're not in captivity, but you literally have to go to these people for
But
everything.
that's not just you. That's the whole country.
Yeah, that's the whole. That's
Yourself.
that's how they set it up. But when were we ever free? When were we able to do? When were we able to go back to our land? When were we able to do all these
That's why
things?
you can go back to Africa.
Where in Africa would you go? What nation will accept you? What
Pakistan,
tribe is yours?
Afghanistan.
What language do you
You
speak
can
in?
learn your tribe and all that.
What tribe are we?
I don't know what tribe you
Why
are.
don't you know? What is your tribe?
You can go to my tribe.
No, what is your tribe? Though?
Jerusalem.
Jerusalem is our tribe. That's in Northeast Africa, right? That's where we actually from, right? And that's the spirit that you said there. I read that.
Book of Baruch chapter 4 verse 8. Ye have forgotten the everlasting God that brought you up, and ye have grieved Jerusalem.
3 and verse 8. We are yet this day.
Baruch 3 and verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity.
We are what?
We are yet this day in our captivity,
Read on.
where thou hast scattered us
Right? Because the Lord scattered us. Right? Read on.
for a reproach and a curse.
Right? And for a reproach and a what?
And a curse.
Right? Because we didn't do what the Most High told us to do. Right? Keeping His laws, statutes, and commandments. Read on.
And to be subject to payments.
Nah, you can do things on your own.
And to be subject to payments.
Now we subject on the payments. Now we gotta get taxed for everything, right? And the money go right back in the white man's pocket.
For anything. I'm not an Israelite. I'm a Baptist.
You are. That's not a nationality. That's a religion. That's a domination.
Israelite is a religion.
That's not a religion. That's a nationality of people.
I'm not an Israelite.
You said you what?
I'm from Jerusalem.
We from Jerusalem. We
I'm not an
Israelite.
Israelite. I'm
What
not
are you? What's your nationality?
African.
You African? So you say you African American?
Yes, and my tribe is Jerusalem.
That's not a tribe. That's
Yes, it is.
Go-
These are the 12 tribes of Israel.
I'm
Go
not
to-
from Israel.
Go to Galatians 4 verse.
This is funny.
We are from Jerusalem, but we the Israelites from Jerusalem.
I'm not the Israelite from Jerusalem.
So didn't you go into slavery on ships?
No.
You didn't go into slavery on
I'm
ships?
born into freedom.
You born into freedom?
Yes.
Sister, you stuck in this white man ideology.
I'm not stuck over.
Yes, you
We're
are.
stuck. But you're saying it's captive. I'm not captive.
28.
Book of Galatians chapter 4 verse 28. Now we
4 and
brethren,
26.
but Jerusalem,
But what?
but Jerusalem,
Right?
which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all.
Which is the what?
Which is the mother of us
Right,
all.
so Jerusalem is the motherland, right? We are from Jerusalem, right? But you would actually be an Israelite from Jerusalem. Just because you born in America don't make you an American,
No,
right?
I'm not an Israelite.
Right? Why do you have the white man last name?
That's not the right man last name.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Right? Didn't we go into
No, it's
slavery
not.
on ships? Didn't you say we went into
I
slavery on
believe you,
ships?
but some of us kept on. We held on to ourselves. I believe
Right.
some of it.
So what's our language?
I don't know.
What's our what country are we from in Africa?
You from Jerusalem? You just said it.
What's our native tongue?
I don't know our name.
It's
I don't
Hebrew.
know. Hebrew, I do.
Yeah.
I take
We are the Israelite, right?
I'm
Because if
not
you're not
an Israelite.
go to
I'm not an
so if you're not an Israelite, check this out. Go to Deuteronomy 7 verse 6.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6. For thou art an holy people
So this Moses talking to the Israelites, right? Read on.
unto the Lord
So
thy God.
this can't apply to you if you're not an Israelite. Read on.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
Now he chose everybody else.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee
Right? He chose the Israelites, right? Read on.
to be a special people,
Right? To be a special people. Read on.
unto himself, above all people,
No, below all people.
above
No,
all
equal
people,
to all people.
above all people.
Right? So the Israelites actually above all people. So if you're not an Israelite, the Israelites above you.
You just said
Right?
they was captive. I don't
Right?
want to be captive.
But that's because they broke the law, statutes, and commandments. But those
So
that
why
keep,
should I be an Israelite? If I broke the law and commandments, why
Right,
would
but
I be an Israelite?
he's waking us up in these last days to who we actually are and keeping the commandments. Because only the Israelites is going to get saved out of this captivity. Right? He's not saving everybody.
I don't.
Right? You don't believe that? So show a scripture that debunks that.
I just don't believe it.
Right? Because God don't love everybody.
The way you're reading it though makes it seem jumbled.
What you mean, jump?
Can you read it in a sequence so I can see what?
Go to Isaiah 28 and verse 8. Because this is how you read the Bible. We're going to show you. The churches and Catholic and all that, they don't understand how the Bible is supposed to be read. Right? And because we captive right now don't mean that we won't get out of this captivity, right? That's why we're waking our people up to let them know that they got to come back to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, right?
I already know the commandments, so why
It's
am
more,
I being punished?
you don't know all the commandments, but you're literally breaking one right now. That's
What is
one.
it? Which one is
Right,
it?
we'll show you.
Book of Isaiah chapter 28 verse
You
10.
said we jumboing and jumping all over the place. Check this out.
For precept must be upon precept,
You know what a precept is? So precept must be upon precept. Read on.
precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little.
Right? Do what? Do what?
Line upon line, here a little and there a little.
Right. So that's why we going here a little and there a little, because the Bible explains itself. Right? You might have to jump to Isaiah. You might have to jump to the New Testament. You might have to jump back to the Old
I
Testament.
believe that, but
right?
when you're telling the story, which way? No.
We literally showing you.
Tell
So,
me which commandment I broke.
Go to,
Which commandment I broke?
no, go to.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 22 verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
So the woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man. Read on.
That is not a commandment.
Neither shall a man put on
This
a woman's garment.
Read that again.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
Right?
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
Right. So a man shall put on a woman's garment. What's a woman's garment? A dress, right? A man, we not supposed to be wearing dresses. Like, we had dresses on, you probably would have been gone, right? So a man not supposed to wear dresses, so a woman not supposed to wear what?
Pants.
Pants, right?
That's not
Right?
a
That is a
commandment.
commandment. Because the Lord said that. Or you can read it yourself. Deuteronomy. Right?
That is not a
The
commandment.
first 5 books are all
What's
the
the
laws.
commandment then?
It's the 10 Commandments.
It's more than
That's
10
not
commandments.
real.
Can you be gay according to the Bible?
That's an abomination. He said
Right?
it's different. do not abominate.
Abomination. He said you should be surely put to death. Right? So is it okay to be gay?
No.
Right? So that's a commandment. He's telling you you can't be gay.
I'm not gay.
But that's literally not in the that's not in the 10 commandments. But you said it's only 10 commandments.
It's only 10 commandments.
But it's laws, statutes, and commandments, right? That's a law. You're not supposed to be gay. So it's a law that women. It's a law that women's not supposed to wear dresses, right? Go to 2 Timothy chapter 2.
I'm not gay.
We're not saying that, sister. We're showing you that it's more than just 10 commandments that you have to keep.
And then
right?
somewhere in there he says just follow the commandments.
Right. It's more than just 10.
No, it's just 10 commandments.
It's not just 10.
Yes, it is.
2 and 9.
I think that's first.
1 Timothy 2 and 9.
Definitely 10 commandments.
It's more than just 10. Though. He said it's laws, statutes, and commandments. Right? Can you eat?
It's 10 things
Can you eat?
specifically.
Can you eat anything you want?
No, you cannot get full. That's a sin, but a commandment.
Go to Leviticus 11.
You're saying the laws and statutes.
Laws, statutes, and commandments.
I know that, but I just want to follow the commandments. I don't give a fuck.
So you don't care about the words of the Lord?
I don't care about
So if the Lord tell you not to do
He
something,
said do what I said the first time, and that's the commandments.
right? So
I
if the
don't- I
Lord,
don't mess with the commandments. I don't mess with the commandments.
what you mean you don't mess
I
with
mean, I do what I'm supposed to do commandment-wise. That's what I mean.
Read that.
Book of Leviticus 11 and 7.
So this is a law that, read that.
And the swine, though he divide the hoof and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you.
He is what?
He is unclean to you.
Right? So what is swine?
He,
Pork, right? She said that pork is unclean to you, right? Read on.
Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch. They are unclean to you.
Right?
These shall ye eat of all that are
So
in the
they are,
waters.
we can't eat pork. Do you eat pork? Do you eat bacon?
not for real.
Not for real, but do you do it?
I've had it before, yeah.
Right?
That doesn't know.
That's a law that we can't do, right? So just because you did it before, you can't do it no more because the Lord said so.
That's
right?
for a different country when he say all
It's
that.
not a different country. It's
Yes,
for his
it
people, the
is.
Israelites.
I'm not a person of Israelite.
Right?
I'm
If you're not an Israelite, then you just go down the street then.
Okay.
Right?
Do good, seek peace and pursue it. If it's thus said the Lord, I'ma do it. Came in this truth, had to lose a couple friends, but it's worth it. Gotta endure to the end. Gotta go out, do the work, fishing will amend. Gotta warn our people that we almost at the end. Gotta flee from Babylon, gotta flee from sin. Because these heathens try to box us in. Battling spirits, sometimes proclaim a fast. Stay on fire, gotta live like every day my last. Remember Lot, wife, don't look back into the past. The most I probably turn you to some ash. Meditate, precepts, stay diligent.